regularly about reading people's minds. It's also about getting to know what someone else is going to do in a particular situation in order to know how to take care of it. So let's dive into the video. Make sure to subscribe so as to get other notifications for other videos. Let's get into it. If you observe anyone around you doing precisely what you do, for example, when you pass your legs, they do the same. When you scratch your nose, they follow suit. If you note this, don't get irritated. Rather, recognize this as a wonderful sign. People imitate others' physical language unconsciously when they sense a sturdy bond with the individual who is in front of them. It simply shows that the dialogue is surely going properly and the other character is engaged in what you're saying. But the most effective section of this method is that you can replicate any other individual. People like humans who are like themselves. Mirroring anyone can in reality make them subconsciously extra involved in you, even without speaking. If there is anyone you are attempting to have a connection with, take a seat how they're sitting and imitate what they're doing with their hands and legs. You will notice that they're a good deal extra receptive to you. When you recognize how any other individual is feeling, you can then adapt your message and conversation to make certain it is acquired in the excellent way possible. It is now not that hard. This may also sound like. However, you don't want any extraordinary powers to recognize how to examine people. These hints will assist you in an extremely good wide variety of areas inside self-improvement, consisting of communication, first impressions, capability to get ahead, gaining appeal and admiration, and so many other areas. And yet, they're so convenient to put into effect inside day-to-day life. Each one of these hints takes seconds to implement, so as lengthy as you can keep them in mind, you're good to go. The capability to examine others will substantially have an effect on you, how you deal with them. When you apprehend how some other individual is feeling, you can adapt your message and verbal exchange messages to be positive. It is acquired in the high quality way possible. But what must you be listening for? And what different symptoms can tip you off to what anyone is questioning or feeling? These tips are meant for different situations in different times, different ways to approach things, or how to get things from people even without talking to them. 1. Taking information. If you have a friend that struggles to open up to you, inform you how they're feeling, or even provide you with easy information, this trick is the best way to get that information out of them in full detail. Ask them a question, and if they reply partially, or if it feels like they're hiding something, virtually hold eye contact and stay silent for a few seconds. The silence mixed with the eye contact will make them so uncomfortable. They will do whatever to smash that tension, even if that means giving you the information they had been retaining back. So stay silent for a few seconds and they will most probably proceed to talk. 2. The eating ninja. If you are in a crew of people, or even simply with one different person, and you experience a conflict is about to break out, try this. Eat. People who eat a lot commonly feel at ease in their environments. Eating is a common activity and will probably assist to take out conflicts. If anyone is irritated with you and you begin to eat, this will assist you to hold warfare at bay. This reality used to be at the beginning determined after two human beings have been hostile and one man stepped in between them with a slice of pizza. He used to be called the eating ninja. 3. The stalking detector. Do you ever get that feeling like somebody's eyes are on you and they're closely looking at you? Maybe you can experience somebody's stare at the back of your head. If you prefer to discover who it is that has been gazing at you, try this easy psychology trick. Yawn. Make certain that you see when you're yawning. Make them see you when you yawn. After you yawn, turn and look around. If you see anyone yawning with you, then you know that person has been observing you. This is due to the fact that yawning is contagious. Try it. You can even watch a video of anybody yawning and you'll see that you follow to do the same. This is an excellent trick for anyone who desires to discover if anybody is displaying like activity on them, like a crush or so on. 4. Getting rid of earworms. Ever had a track caught in your inner head? You should be aware if you have. The melody simply maintains replaying over and over in your mind. However, you can't pretty appear to bear in mind which track it is. And whilst you can remember, you maintain attempting to remember, which leads to you losing a massive quantity of time making an attempt to be aware the title of something exceedingly pointless. Well, here's the frequent psychology trick you've been ready for your whole existence to hear. Think of the C's of the song, not the beginning or the middle, the end. Your idea will proceed to suppose of matters that are unfinished or incomplete in accordance to the Zeigarnik effect. Therefore, if you assume of the give up of the melody, the tune will be entire and your idea will reset. This will launch the tune from your mind so you can get again to focusing on something productive. 5. Always agreeable. Do you want human beings to agree with what you're saying? All you have to do is begin nodding at the same time as you're announcing the components you favor the character to agree with. The nodding action you're doing makes the man or woman begin to accept everything you say as true as what you're announcing. And consequently, they will most probably start to nod as well and agree with you. This can work in short conditions. In situations you may want to make a proper impression on someone. However, don't be greedy. This won't work on everyone. 6. Conversation conditions. When you're having a one-on-one dialogue with somebody, choose a phrase that they say a few times. Then as they say the word, provide them an effective affirmation, a smile, a nod, anything it can also be. As lengthy as they understand your emotion as a fine one, they'll commence to use the phrase all the time. The effectiveness of this trick will generally rely on how a good deal of a hobby the man or woman has in you. 7. Clearing a pathway. The possibilities are you're frequently in crowded places, and that can be a large annoyance for a lot of people. Sometimes humans aren't taking walks the identical pace. They're standing still, or there's simply so many humans you can't move. Here's a noticeably obvious but positive trick you can use to assist clear yourself a path. Just seem to be in the path you favor to go. That's it. Don't seem to be at the humans around you. Don't concentrate on the environment or your smartphone or your friends. Just concentrate to be at the place and take the path you're headed, and human beings will make an effort to go out of your way. The cause for this is that generally human beings will look at your eyes, and if they can see what you're imagining or looking at, then they can have a higher appreciation of your mission and will naturally move out of the way. Give it a try. 8. Reducing the risk of conflict. If you're in a team gathering or meeting and you assume any person is probably to go aggressive in your direction, take a seat subsequent to them. It is very handy to exhibit anger toward any person when they're sitting on different aspects of the table. However, if they're sitting subsequent to that person, then it makes matters tougher and extra awkward to do so. Firstly, you have to flip your body. Secondly, there is an intimidation factor. And thirdly, sitting subsequent to every different makes matters extra personal, and you're unable to disguise inside the group circle. 9. Rock, paper, scissors. Maybe you do play this when making bets or selecting a unique man or woman to do a disagreeable task. Maybe you don't. But if you do, here's a little psychology trick to assist you win each and every time. Probably. Ask the defense character a query proper earlier than taking part in the game. Right after asking the question, destroy out into the rock, paper, scissors chant. They will be most probably to select scissors. 10. Shoot for the stars. When you prefer something from someone, be it a sure quantity of cash for an object you're selling, or you choose your children to devour great vegetables, purpose ridiculously high. Start by suggesting a quantity that is a good deal greater than the quantity you really want. When the man or woman says no, which they need to say if you're given an excessive adequate number, then you can ask for the actual amount. The different character will feel awful for already having stated no and will be extra accepting to receive your provided option this time around. So there you have it, guys. These aren't tricks you should use on a person. There are different tricks you can use in different situations, because so many things happen every day. We don't have to go all aggressive or try to sort everything out the normal, boring way. You can actually attack the person psychologically. Think ahead and know what the person is feeling like or what the person thinks in his mind. Then you would know of a better way to approach things. It makes life easier. I hope these tricks will help you communicate better with everyone in your life. Thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, because there are more videos like this waiting for you.
Hello guys, today we'll be discussing about 5 spectacular things you didn't know about the priest Martin Luther. Number 1, he is the father of Protestantism. Martin Luther was born on 10 November 1483 in Elsborn in Saxony in Germany, and he died on February 18, 1546. He is the father of Protestantism in the early 16th century. He was born to a family from a coal mining town. His father, Hans Luther, was a businessman who based on local copper refining. He was known as an academic and religious figure who stood firmly against the corruption of the Catholic Church way back in the 16th century. The reason for such actions was because the church as a then was heavily engaged in the politics of the Holy Roman Empire and the practice of selling indulgences, and this was becoming so common. He was angry and felt it is outright hypocrisy for people to sin, buy a pardon, and in exchange for money, a prayer will be said on their behalf. The more money people paid, the more pardons they got. Martin Luther's hatred for these practices in Catholic churches grew stronger. So, on the 31st of October 1517, he published his 95 Theses criticizing the practice of papacy. His actions sparked what can be called the biggest revolution in the Christian denomination. Number 2, he was abducted by his friend. After Luther published his thesis, the church tried him for heresy, meaning belief or opinion contrary to Orthodox religions. He was called to Rome for query. When he did not respond to it, he was excluded from the sacraments and services of the Catholic Church. Later on, in 1521, he was invited to diet in the town of Worms. This was the Holy Assembly of the Holy Roman Empire. There, he proclaimed that he would stop only if the church can convince him with enough proof from the Holy Scripture which supports the practices he condemned. His friend and protector arranged for some knights to kidnap him. He did this to hide him from the church till the matter dies down. Number 3, tragedy was his inspiration. Luther experienced tragedy at the age of 21 when he was involved in a violent thunderstorm near the village of Tottenham, which frightened him so much. Right there, he prayed for mercy from St. Anna, the mother of Mary, for safety. He made a vow to become a monk if his life was spared. Initially, his father wanted him to study law, but everything changed his focus and he was ordained 2 years later as a monk. Luther's father was very angry but couldn't do anything since it was a vow his son made already in exchange for his dear life. Number 4, the Lutheran Bible. Martin Luther changed the German language forever with his translation of the Latin Bible. This made it easy for everyone in Germany to access the Bible. He wrote the Bible uniformly so it could serve as a reference style. The printing press was his main source of production. This made it common and very accessible. The people could read the Bible easily. No one had to rely on the priests again for translation. Through the spread of his Bible, he gained massive influence over the development of early New High German language. Through his Bible translation, he changed the German language forever. He brought together the Germans through using common German language in his text. Number 5, he broke the tradition. There is a tradition which is celibacy in priests. Luther broke this and got married to an Cistercian nun by name Katharina von Bora. They met each other while he was at 16, a group of nuns who at present left a Cistercian convent during the time of Reformation. 11 nuns returned, but Katharina was left behind. Katharina felt so much love for Luther and proposed to him instead. He accepted. He respected and loved his wife so much. In accordance to that, he nicknamed her the Most Holy Frau Doctor. His wife took very good care of their numerous children, large number of students, orphanage children, large family escaping the plague and the stars. She was a lovable woman. Okay, we'll stop here for today, guys. Tell us your views. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel.